Hello, friends. How are you doing? There are times that we really put on a good fight, and from where you're standing, you really feel you've done your best. And someone from the outside could be pointing out things for you, and you don't see as if they understand. But there's always different perspectives. Let me focus on two perspectives. You, the person who's going through the thing, whatever that is, and there's the outsider. This could be a family, this could be a friend, could be a colleague. I mean, the outsider who's watching from the outside in. So there are things that they are seeing that you're not seeing. And then there's you who's the insider. So, as the insider, it could be you in a relationship and you're really trying to make it work. You're really putting up with so much, even including abuse, just to make it work. And there's the outsider who occasionally will point things out to you, and they let you know this is not working out. You're really hurting. And they can even point out examples where things did not really go well. But for you, the insider, you have this fighting spirit. And, as human beings, we want to protect things that we cherish, things that we value, our relationships, and so on and so forth. Then I want to bring in another perspective of a helper. Have you ever tried to really help someone? You're trying to help them see the bigger picture. You're trying to help them see that there are consequences that could result if they continue with a certain pattern, but they're just not seeing. And you really feel helpless because you're trying to help this, probably a friend, family, or a colleague, but they're not seeing. And then you're left there sitting on the fence, almost like waiting for the worst to happen, and there's nothing much you can do. And today I just wanted to talk to the helpers, you who's watching me, probably in that situation, or you have been, or you could find yourself in that situation. The thing is, you can only do so much. As a good friend, as a good family member, as a good whatever relationship you have with that person, the least you can do is to just point it out. Let that person know what you're seeing. Let them, invite them to reflect, but you cannot force them. You cannot force them to leave if they're in an abusive relationship. You cannot force them to change if they are not yet ready or if they don't want to. So be content just knowing that you've done your bit. Be content just knowing that you've done enough. Sometimes it's very unfortunate, but the least you can do is speak up when you can. But then at the end of the day, it's the other person who has to decide that it's time. Sometimes it's sad, but that's our reality. I've been seeing some things on social media, and certain patterns where people have pointed out things to their friend and just invited them to consider certain actions, but they're not yet ready. So don't beat yourself up. If you have that kind of a friend that you've talked to, that you've pointed out things, the least you can do is just be there for them, to encourage them and support them. There's nothing much you can do. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you find yourself in that difficult situation, I pray that God gives you that grace and strength to keep being there for your friend and to encourage them and to support them. When they are ready, they will change. Have a beautiful day.